The question of the day is, if you take out your wife for lunch one day, is that considered a date? And are you done for the year?
No.
Bodie at 52, how are you folks? I am out on my 2018 Ultra Limited Big Mama, and I have Little Mama on the back. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
So this is, what do we call this? PDR, Post Daytona Ride. So the first time that the missus and I have been out on the motorcycle, and we are out going to grab lunch at a place that we have rode by many times and always talked about stopping, but we never did we?
No.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Just wasn't the right time or something?
I guess.
I don't know, but so I do have a question, Mrs. Bodine.
Yes, dear.
Does us going out for a quick bite to eat count as a date?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'm good for this year.
You're good for the year now.
2019 will be knocked out after this lunch. So I wonder how many people drive by places and go, I should stop there for lunch, but never do. What do you think?
Maybe.
Why are these people slowing down in front of a school? I mean, really, come on, the kids are in school. Plus, when I was in school, we used to have like dodgeball and stuff. You needed to be limber. You needed to move. What's that game where you got to move around?
Dodgeball.
Well, no, dodgeball, but an arcade game. Not Pac-Man, but something else. I don't know. Or the carnival where you got to hit those things. What do you call that? You know, they pop up and you hit them. I don't know. Somebody will tell me. Please leave the comments and tell, so you can educate Mrs. Bodine and I on what that game is where the little mole comes up and you hit it. You know what I'm talking about, Mrs. Bodine?
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. There you go. So I suggest that kids need to be out and be able to learn how to get through traffic. That's what I think. Public service announcement by...
Like Froggy?
Froggy, yeah, man, I'll tell you what, you're coming up with them now. You are giving me value-added material again today. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Well, we are going to go out to this restaurant. It is considered in Zelienople, Pennsylvania. In case you happen to be a stalker, that is where we will be. Of course, we won't be there after you watch this video, but... So it's a little 4-mile track out there. You know what I think we should do, Mrs. Bodine? We should try new places for lunch.
Okay.
Or dinner. And I should be able to count those for future dates, future year dates. So if we went out to like 10 places this summer, I should be good for 10 years.
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever. I'll tell you what. I sometimes think that you women went to a class. Two things I think you did when you were all young. I think in like 3rd grade they do this. You guys, all the girls get in one room and they say, okay, we're going to teach you 2 things. Number 1 is how to say whatever. That's number 1, because we know that that drives a lot of people crazy, including 99.5% of men. And the other thing that I've always been impressed with, and you can tell me if this is true or not, that you learned this when you were young, is women have found out how to take their bra off without taking off their shirt.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, so that must have been in some class. So those 2 things you guys learned when you were young, I know. But, and I've seen a couple videos recently on riding and how that is therapeutic, and Mrs. Bodine was talking about how she wasn't feeling well the last couple days. So we I said, hey, let's go outside and get some air through you, which either makes her feel better or gives her pneumonia. So hopefully it's the first one. You know, the first thing we need to do here soon is when the weather really breaks is take a weekend day and go down to see the Flight 92 Memorial.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that. So we are entering Zelienople, Pennsylvania. I'm sporting my new boots.
You comfy?
They are comfy. Surely wish I had them when we were walking miles in Daytona at all those events. Well, isn't this a situation right here? People paying attention. I kind of like to see that. So the town of Zelienople is back that way. We're heading out. I always like it here. I love these flags. Don't you?
Yeah. Very patriotic.
Yeah, proud of our country, right?
Yeah.
That beautiful sound of my new Vance & Hines slip-ons. Well, looky here. Here we are. We found it. And look at all these darn people. It is called Log Cabin Inn. And they saved a spot for me. Or for us. Perfect. What do you think, Mrs. Bodine? Log cabin here. Bread, beer, bowl. Bowl? Oh,
Let's go check it out.
let's check it out. Well, Mrs. Bodine, Log Cabin Inn, what do you think?
Awesome.
That's pretty good, wasn't it?
Very good. Large portions of food.
Yeah, definitely a to-go bag box,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Well, that was really good. An old cabin. Had a bunch of nice rooms. A couple animals hanging from the wall. But it was kind of even a little bit classy, believe it or not.
It was. It's very nice.
The restrooms were like super nice, and food was great, service was great, great view. Nothing but good.
Yeah.
I guess what that means, Mrs. Bodine, is we should check that out a little bit more. Go to places we don't see. Look at that dog.
Yep.
Guess you're not... Oh, that's a veterinary clinic. I was about to say, I'm not going to go into that guy's house. Very good meal. Plus, I'm now good for another full year of dates.
There you go.
Life is good. Got it knocked out in the first 3 or 4 months of the year. Now just building for the future. You know what us guys call that?
What?
Banking points.
Yep.
We do things that because we care about you, and also realize that we may bring it up again if we need the an extra blessing for something, but you're usually pretty good about letting me do my thing. Well, Mrs. Bodine, do you recommend that people should stop by that cool looking place to eat that they ride by on their bike every now and then?
Yes.
That be your recommendation?
Yes, it would be.
Good. Good, good, good. No, I agree. Enjoy life. Check out new things, right? Well, folks, we are heading back to the homestead, but I thought we would take you along. What do you think, Mrs. Bodine?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? All right, folks, we will let you go. Thanks for checking in on our little jaunt out to try a new restaurant. Mrs. Bodine, any parting words?
Ride safe, be safe.
Ride safe and be safe. I'm going to have to start saying my tagline at the end because you're starting to take my thunder, woman. Hey, what she said. Thanks, folks. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.